the old mind never stops. I'm always trying to figure out a way to do something with some of this stuff and not waste it. So Frugal Fixer to the rescue. That frame's going to become a shorty. I got this sitting around back here. I just brought around here the other day. And it's an old Total Shop frame. But my SPT accessories will fit on there and on there. And I'm thinking about putting one of those Total Shop motors on that and shortening it, okay? And fix it where it'll run that SPT and this SPT and the motors in between, and that's pretty much all it needs to do. Throw a set of wheels on that. I think I'm going to figure out the very minimum I need between the two machines to put that machine in, cut the tubes, put it back together, and shorten that sucker up and clean it up, paint it, and put it in the house with those two SPTs on it, because I don't want to handle them and move them so much. How's everybody doing? I'm in the process. I've got my DC motor running in my Total Shop. I'm making a video about it. Y'all will see it here soon, or if you hadn't already seen it. And yeah, I'm trying to figure out how short do I cut this sucker, and how much we gonna cut off to move this into here and tighten it up over here. So let's get that done today. Hey, let's go. Yeah, let's go. If I could do that. Oh. Okay, so that is 24 inches from there to there. Then we're going to make us a set of these adapters for it. So I'm going to print me out another set of these to go here. 24 inches. That's what I'm going to cut off of them, 24 inches. Need to get the 3D printer running, I guess, and make some of them parts, but right now it's in there editing its butt off. Okay, we're going to turn this around, make it go the other direction. Set that up there. I think I'm going to clean these out real good here before I start doing anything major. Now we're going to take 24 inches out of this thing down here. Let's see where they got the Allen screws to hold this thing. Okay, loosen up these two 14mm bolts. If I burn 2 3/8 on that end, come back here, burn to 2 3/8, that gets me right there. That's cutting 24 inches off and moving this over, which is what I said I wanted, right? Right there. Since I was a plumber and a pipe fitter for 40 years, you don't think I wouldn't have one of these. It might have been sitting a while and got kind of cruddy, but it's still here. Let's see if we can get it on here. See what kind of job it does on these things. You know the good thing about this, I only got to polish half a tube now. Now I got me a mark. Pull that off out of my way so it don't get hung up in it. Go to right there. And you don't want to cut through here too fast, you make too big a burr. If you go nice and slow, you don't make as big a burr on it. I'm not able to get completely around it, but I got most of the way. What do you think? Should work, right? I think I should be a little safer this way. That's better. That'll be safer. Once I make the rest of this cut right here, this thing's gonna all be wiggly wiggly, so I'm gonna get Son in here to help me hold it up, get it done. We're gonna drop it, stick it in, and slide it back in and get it together pretty quick. And hey, that's what the plan is. You know, this is the old total turd that I got for $0 for free. And I got a treadmill for free that I put a new power plant in it out of, and well, we'll see how it turns out in a little while when I get done. Y'all hang out, let's go. You know, I can't lean on that too hard because I got it cut about 95% through. So right now I'm just going to take off this top layer of rust here easy without a lot of pressure. We'll go back over it a few times, take off the chunks. We got to clean off the tools and clean out the mounts where the tools mount, because this thing been sitting out in the weather when I got it. It took an abuse. The table's all rusty on the bottom. Well, not rusty, muddy. It's been sitting somewhere getting splashed in red mud. Now, these are the bottom tubes, so I'm not going to worry about polishing them out a whole lot more than that. That'll get them where they're completely useful and cleaner. Hey, this one here's got magic in it. Yeah, it does. It's got magic in it. No crap. I'll show it to you coming soon. Okay, I got it set up. I got my son Steve in. He's gonna hold it and keep it from falling on me. I'm gonna cut the last of this, and I'm gonna take that, move it, and put it back together. So let's see how this goes. In place. Thanks, Steve. Now, loosen this up. Down. We're going to figure out exactly where we want to cut out the other one over here and shorten it up to put this side on. So let's get that done. First thing you need is a hammer. Now, he didn't have any Allen screws in it, so I got to put some in it, I'm hoping. It's my plan. Now I'm going to line this up and get it all the way back here where it goes, as far as I can, and see if I can pull back. So we're going to go right here. I'll cut them both off right there so we can put it back together. Set that out of the way. Get my little pipe cutter ready. Get me something to work with here. Alright, got that set up. Let's do this. A whole lot better than trying to cut all bent over, huh? You know, y'all guys been hearing the roosters in my little rooster in my videos? He gets in about every one of them. He'll be in there a little while. Traffic's going right now. He probably ain't making us noise. We got hens laying eggs. Get about a half a dozen eggs a day, but they're small. Okay, we're going to try to take it off so we can clean the tubes and then wax them and then put it back on, and that's what we're going to try to do next. Well, guys, I was working out here. I went in to eat dinner, and after I got to eat dinner and come back out, it's cold out here. So I don't know how long I'm going to stay. I may go inside and work on some editing I need to get caught up on. But I think I'm going to take this back cover off here and see if it'll make it a little easier to get this thing off of here. It might be making it harder to move. I think that's not helping me. I think that's binding us up some more. These little screws right here might be doing a little something too. Let's lift them up. That's the ones that kind of control how fast it slides. Well, let's see if we can pick it up now. Maybe we got a little more. Got it. Get him off of there. Now. Yeah, those things are kind of tight. Those rubbers, they do make it a little harder to make it slide. Got that. Now we got to finish polishing these tubes out because I got some rust spots in them. So let's get that done. I think I might go get a little jacket. Getting slicker. Now let's I was hoping I had another jacket in there because I didn't want to go back in the house. Let that sit a few minutes. Now, these right here are real tight. I gotta get them cleaned out. And I got an idea. Let me see if this will work. Let me get that down in there. Okay. Let's see if this will work. How much do I need? That'll be enough. Let's put it on like this. So we get a real good bite on the paper. Okay, and then let's wrap it around this bolt as far as we can. And then we're going to bury it right there and strip it off. Now, got that? We made that just like that. We're going to roll that onto this bolt. Now, we're going to chuck that up in the drill. And lay it down in this hole real nice and simple. There's that one I just polished up. And here's the one I hadn't done anything to yet. So we're going to get them all cleaned up and waxed. We're going to give them the Mr. Miyagi treatment. That looks pretty good. Check it out. It's just one pass between this and that. This has got some more stuff in here. We're going to go over it some more, but look at that. See how clean that is and smooth? And look at this one over here. All gunked up. That's the reason that thing don't want to move. So we're going to hit this one more time. I see a little spot right there I want to get. Now, I'm just letting the flat wheel go out and do the work. I'm not bearing down on anything to change the size. It's just barely touching it. Oh yeah, now we're smooth. Now, let's go get that one. You see what it looks like right now? Look, see that? Let's get at it. That battery's getting low. I think it's need to charge. Now look at that, see? How smooth that is. Now, these followers right here, where it locks it down, I'm going to go ahead and give them just a little polish too. That's what my plan is, if I can get them to turn the right direction for me. Okay, we got it like that. We're going to reach down inside there and get down in there and polish that. Okay, that's got them. Now let's go ahead and give them a quick rub down with a piece of steel wool to get them real fine. Then I'm going to give me a little bit of Canoe wax here on these. I'm not going to try to get any of this onto the locks down inside. I just want to get it up here on the top, on the sliding part. Just let it go in there and sit on there for a few minutes, and we'll come back and buff it. Okay, now let's turn it around and go to the other side. Y'all don't mind if I sit down, do you? You know, these things are heavy, but this one here is lighter than they normally are. Now, there's your belt running from there down, and here's the shaft right inside. You can see inside here, this is the impeller and the weight on the treadmill motor right here. So let me get it turned up in here where you can look in it. Now this thing here is loose because I had it taped on this cover, and when I took the cover off to take it apart, well, it didn't stay on there for sure. Okay, take y'all in for a quick little tour on the box right here. What I did. This is the treadmill motor. I used the belt that was on here, the regular standard belt from here down. It would have went to this shaft, and I tried to line this motor up where it was pretty close to not to there, but it wasn't touching anywhere in the housing. I mean, it's close over on this edge. It is real close, but it's not touching. So this is the bracket that the motor was mounted on. I just cut it out and used it, mounted it through the case right here with 3 bolts. I made me a cover for here and a cover for there. This cover goes back on. I put the main control board in it facing down. That way any chips or anything go in, the gravity will take them away from it instead of into it. The choke, which is that thing right there that looks like a transformer, I got it hard mounted in the back. Doesn't seem like there's anything it could bother. And then the rest of it is, like I say, just treadmill parts. And then I took the control panel off the treadmill, run the wire out, and I got it on this little box right here that we're going to put on the outside with a double sticky tape. So that's the way that works. So that's the way it goes together. That's the way it's set up. You can see me turning the shaft right there and making it turn. So that's turning, I'm turning the shaft, and that's turning the motor on the treadmill motor. So, and it seems to be zipping along pretty fast. I don't know exactly what the RPMs are. We'll have to find that out. And well, I'm gonna order a tachometer for it and break the budget because, well, I hadn't spent anything yet. All of it's stuff I had here in the shop or in the yard. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna clean these up, get them all waxed up, get it back on the machine. And then we'll do a little test run, see how it runs. And then we'll start putting some tools on it and make those go, okay? Getting there. Need a little more work. See that? Look at the difference in that one and that one. There, look at the difference between there and there. Let's get over here and polish on this one a little bit, see if we can make it look good. Got a lot of junk in it. Let me try something. Let me try something right quick. I just wonder if this works better if you do it this way. We're going to take a different pad. We're going to throw a little of this on it. A little WD. And we're going to reach down inside of this one with it. Let's see if we can cut the gunk first before we try to start with the pad and see if it comes out any quicker and easier for us. Got some of it. May not gunk the paper up as bad now. That looks pretty sweet right there. Let's throw a little wax on these two right quick. Let's let them sit a minute. Kind of got all that caught up. Now, okay, I got the wax on. Let's take the wax off, okay? Yeah, just get a clean rag, got a finger bubbling it out. These fingers don't matter on them. We can just wipe these down one more time with this. We'll get us a clean rag for them top ones. The battle with the alignment setup, it got out of whack when it was taken off. Okay, I think I can see what I need to do. Okay, what I was just doing, if anybody hadn't done this before, is you see this little lock right here with this curve and this one over here with this curve. You have to get those set all the way to the outside so this thing can slide on. And then once it slides on, then they'll squeeze in and pull it on the thing. There's, like I said, the choke, the control panel. This goes up to the main panel I got on the front. And the motor's just mounted, and it's a little off center right there, but it doesn't matter because the belt's tight from there to there. And the only belt in this machine is this belt from here to here. And it's a standard belt that was in it when it come here. So that and a bunch of free treadmill parts, and we got what we got. We'll show you in a little while what it's going to do. Let me get back to work. One more set of holes go through, and we'll have it in there. Just throw it in there out of the way. Okay, ready? Okay. Don't give me a hard time. Whoa! Okay, right now, these glides are knocked out, so I didn't grind on them. I got to set those back, because y'all can hear that scraping. That's because it's not running on those nylon guides. So the little nylon guides here gets it up off the thing. So let me show you where you're at. This little guide right here, this one right here, they will lift it up and just get it up just a little bit so it slides on the tube instead of grinds in. And there's a set on this side up here too, right there and over there. So we got to get those pulled, and then after we get those adjusted, then we can put this back cover on. It's just digging in, you know, so we're going to lift these up a little bit and get some of that lift off of there. Even better. All the way down, back off a half turn. Feels better. Getting there. Okay, I got my two centers lined up between my power head and my bandsaw. I got them real close together so I can line them up. And then I went ahead and set the stock collars so I could take it off and put it back on and not lose my adjustment and not be so hard to get it. So I got that done. So the next thing we're going to do, we're going to go to the other end. We're going to put the sander on that end. I waxed the inside of these. I need to buff them out right quick. Check to make sure that's doing what I want it to do. So actually I want it to go the other way. I'm going to turn it around. I like for them to lock. I like them to lock when they go in. When they go down, I want them to be locking. Now, that should get that to go. There we go. Buff them out. Tell you what, let's take that back out of there a minute. Put some oil on it. Then I go over here and get the tool and bring it over here and get it mounted. See how it's going to do on length to reach out. I hope I didn't cut myself too short here, guys. I'm beginning to wonder. I might have to put reverse in this machine to make this deal work the way I wanted it to. I may have to make it go backwards, which ain't no big deal. It's a DC motor, just got to switch 2 wires. Make a controller to do it. Okay, got that and that. Now, let's put a... I told you I needed some more oil. These things here ain't perfect, but they ain't going to be used that much, so I'm just going to put a little dab of... Everybody's got their own little method of using. I use hops lubricating oil like you put in a gun. It's a real good oil. And it just zooms right in there and gets in the threads and makes them move smooth. Get this one in here. There we go. A little tight spot in it right there. There we go. Get through it a couple times. There we go. We're getting it out. Just smoothing up. Probably had a little trash in it. Okay. Let's run them back in a good place. And this one here in a good place. Now we want it to open up. We'll lock it coming down, so I want to go that way. And put it right back in the hole that it came out of. There we go. Now when we go down, they should come out to make a lock. There they go. I'll see how that works. You can turn it where, this way I got it where when I pull down on my handles, the pin comes out. And so I set them all that way so they don't get me confused and I don't reach and grab them and go the wrong way. So you just back them out till they're back out of the hole like that, and then we can slide the tool in. We got to take off a couple things, change a couple things. So we got to take this off first, because that don't need to be on there for what we're going to be doing. Feels like he was sanding on some wet wood. I guess I'm supposed to test this wheel, check this wheel over here and see if it's the coned one or the flat one, and we'll just get to that in a little while. We ain't got that far yet. Okay, let's go this way, I think. Let's go about like that for a start. Ordered me a nice long T-handle wrench. Wrong size. Yep, my fault. Okay, now got that. Let's get this here. Let's polish these. Polish these tubes we got right here that we put this wax on. Hope this thing lands in the right place. I like to move them rings. I don't know if they move or not. I guess they do. I don't know. Might move here. I don't know how you do this. We'll have to look at this one, won't we, guys? Okay. Got it all polished up there. Okay. Dirt, sawdust, stuff falling out everywhere. All right. I'm kind of happy with that. Kind of real happy with that. If that's the way that's going to go on there. But I got room to put the shaft in there. I got room to move this up a little bit, give me a little clearance. This here, I guess there's a couple of bolts or something you got to loosen up or something to get all this to move. I'm going to check all that in a little bit here. Clean on that and worry about that later. Now, I got this in. I'm just going to lock this down like this so it won't move, so it's locked in. Now that should have that real stable. Now if this shaft comes out and meets that shaft right here, what I want is, let me get this off here so I don't get it all wrapped up. This is the safety lanyard. I'll explain that later. Okay guys, this quill needs to come meet right here. That's what it needs to do. So we're going to loosen up the lock on it. And then I'm going to turn it from this side over here because I got a handle to reach it. I don't have a handle on here yet. Wow. That'll work. All right. Next thing I need to do is I need to get that mounted on there so it'll quit falling on me, okay? Because it's just, yeah, driving me crazy. So, hey, let me spin this thing around, get y'all in some better light. Let's go to work on some of that stuff. Sometimes your worlds collide, especially when you got as many interests as I do. I found this control panel was working, and I said, well, you know, I think I'll just leave it on there. So I think I'm going to put it on something like that, okay? Keep it right there. I'll be able to get over here to work. Won't be in my way. And then I can put me a little cover over this. So that's what I'm going to do, but I don't want it on there permanent. I just want it where I can do it. But this right here, guys, if you're not in the guitar business, you probably never dealt with any of this. This is the most bad butt Velcro you've ever seen in your life. And there's only one side. It locks to itself, and it locks, and it locks, let me tell you. So, yeah, I'm going to cut me a couple pieces of this and put on there, and we'll make that thing stick and get it done. So, hey, the worlds collide, you know. So, let's see what we can find out. Now we want to go back this way. We want out. I got a piece of tape on there I had on there just play it and see what it can look like. I think I want to go down about like that so I can get to these real easy. So, let's go about like that. So, let's just put us a piece right in the center right here and see what that does. We'll go ahead and make it pretty long. Now, I'll show you, this stuff's got little balls and little balls on that side. And I'm just going to hook one little edge right here together, okay? Okay, you see that? That was just that much. Imagine what it is if you put a bunch of it. That's what's going to work. So, if you want to put something on and you don't want it to come off, this is what you put on. And then you got this glue. We're going to cover up the warning labels. I guess we'll be okay to do that. We're going to put this, what do we say, down a little bit here. We don't want to be up against that because that'll put pressure on it. So we're going to go right there. Got this box stuck on here real good. I mean, it's stuck. And then this thing here, we got the wire going in right there. I'll make this little cover. Come right over here and cover that. So I want that to go right in there. And I'm going to cut me a little notch in it to go into there like that where I can fit it. And once I get the notch, then I'll round off the edges. So, let's make us a little notch. We got to go in about that much. And go like that and like that. There we go. Let's get that done. Hey, y'all know me. You know what I'm going to do, don't you? What am I going to do? What's Spike gonna do? Oh, I'm gonna get it. You know I am. That's it, right there, ain't it? You knew I was gonna, did you know I was gonna grab that? If you did, you know me pretty good by now. Now, what we're gonna do, we're gonna cut us a little groove to get that to fit. See? Let's see if that's close. Put this up so we don't mess it up. We don't need any more of that now. Shouldn't need it. Now pull that off of there. See if that little groove we made there is going to work. Yeah, that's going to work. Now we got to get all this figured out. See where the other little marks are. See, that's where else I need to take a little off of it. Y'all see this custom work I'm doing here, right? This is some Spike's custom stuff. Y'all leave me alone. Okay. Y'all see that line? Me too. I got a connector to put on one side, and I don't think I think my shaft's gonna be too long to do the other side, so we may have a problem here. Factory connectors won't fit, right? See? So, okay, I'm putting the finishing touches on my little shorty deal here, and I got it short all right. I barely got room for the couplers in here. I got a little tight. It got a little crazy, but I was making this little cover, and I said, you know, if I'm going to do that, I might as well use this to do it. So, got a little sanding to do. Just get it done. Watch this. Got a little bit of line here to cut. You still got that old cruddy thing on it that was on there, but, you know, let's see how this looks. I think I can live with that. Now we just got to figure out where the screws go to hold it on there to make it look good. Now I just got it kind of idling along there, you know, because, well, to sand that plastic, I don't want to get too crazy. So I'm just going to take this right here. Just going to round it off a little bit. I like the way that's tracking. Okay, we got our little cover made. That goes on that side. Let's get them done. You know, I think I got to do this. Y'all see this? What if we put this black cover on here like this? And then we put that knob on there just for looks. I was going to put my tachometer right there, but, you know, that might just be cool. Right there, just look good. Let's try that. I think that's what. Doing the bandsaw, I got to clean them up and get all the junk out and get all the bearings done and all that. But I wanted this set up where I could get them out of my floor so I could work. So I've officially made the digital total shop shorty. That's what you're going to call this, ain't you? The digital shorty, yeah, total shop. And I'm going to put a reverse switch in this motor because it's DC and I can do that. So I can run this the other direction and that way I can move it out and have a little more room to work. So that's what my idea is on that. So, yeah. But right now, worst case scenario, I can make it work this way and it will work. So I got a little wobble in my wheels. I got one of my cams is a little off down here. Got to adjust those out. But yeah, I'm just letting it run for a while, see how it does, you know, see what the load is. I'm liking it. Now tell me what you think. This right here doesn't do anything. It's just for looks. When I get If I change it and put another potentiometer in it, I'm going to mount it where that runs the potentiometer and turns up and down. And then I'll do away with this and just put a RPM gauge on there. And now I need to put an RPM gauge, but I don't know where to mount it. So I got to find a place to mount that. So that's one of the next things to get done is RPM gauge on this thing. So look at this. If you're working and it goes bad and you got to jump away from it, you jump away and this goes with you and it all comes to a stop. So hey, another Frugal Fixer special. Let's do a catch. Let's see where we're at. 0. I got that total shop free. So when the machine is doing this work, the treadmill was free. Yeah, I got 0 in the digital Shorty total shop. Shopsmith, whatever it is. It's got Shopsmith tools on it. So, hey, guys, it works. And I'm happy. I'm just happy as I can be with this. Watch this. We do it one more time. Just make me happy. Watch. And I'm thinking that'd be enough power to run the lathe too. Couldn't do it right now. If you did, he'd be awful short over there with it. So I cut her down, but I got. Y'all know how this works, right? Look. Oh, look, I walked away from it. Look what it did. I walked away and it cut itself off. Look at there. I got the new 500 right here, and I got the other total shop over there. And the 10ER right there with all the parts for it. Even today I was digging around and I found a cover that goes up on the top. Up there. So I got the cover for that and the bolt for it. So folks, I got it fixed up. I got to get the rest of it cleaned up and all the rust off everything and everything moving where it's supposed to move. But guess what? This part's fixed. Now I can start on the main machine, and then I can get rid of that other total shop, and the 10ER is already on the market. So hey, if you want a 10ER with all the bells and whistles, it does kind of like this one, up and down with a little digital control. I got one sitting there. And you got all the stuff you want to put it back normal, you can do that too. It's a long day. Time to go in and sit down, rest a while. I'm gonna go in and watch Oak Island. That's what I usually do on Tuesday nights, go in and watch my Oak Island. So y'all be good, stay out of trouble. I got my orders out, got this done. Been a good day. Later. A day in the life.